Okay, we're carrying on with Tai Chi, putting it all together, or I sometimes call it what Yang Chan knew. In other words, not what he taught, but what he knew. It's the same with me. My own training is done totally differently to how I teach it or show other people, but now I'm starting to do this at this level, and that's how I do it. I'm trying to show how the energy moves in your body because I feel it, and there must be a way of getting it the way I saw my teachers doing it. You must be able to eventually see not just the physical movement, you must be able to pick up what's happening inside the body if it's done enough. We ended up with brush knee twist step, so I think I went over that a number of times in the last volume, so we'll start with step forward, parry and punch. That's a really nice set of movements, and you should really start to feel something happening inside of you, in particular on this whole set of movements. As I said before, you'll notice that the Yang Chan's root methods are based squarely upon this way of doing things. Of course, you have your basic applications that you show new students, so they just, you know, oh, what am I doing with my hands? You know, okay, this is what you're doing with your hands. But they're just the basic movements. So the real applications of Tai Chi, like this movement here, from here, is called that is brush knee twist step into that, and that's the small throw. That's one of the root methods of a brush knee twist step. It's simply like that. There's brush knee twist step. See, brush knee twist step. Drop your hands into going into lift hands, and there's a strike to the side of his head. See, and then the hands come up. And there are actually a series of strikes now. So it's, doing the root method, it's 1, 2, 3! So that's and you'll notice that in the way Yang Chan would do the form himself, and of course I haven't seen Yang Chan doing the form, but I've seen my teachers doing it. But I know from me doing it so much, I'm doing like this as well, same as my teachers, so that's the way, obviously. So we're going to start from, got more of these lower movements as well. Now remember, if you've got tricky knees or anything like that, take it really easy. As I said before, I said in the other class, I'll say it again because I'm talking about the Yangs as well. When you're doing the plum blossom movements, don't come down with a job with your legs straight, for God's sake. You've got to come down. See? Now, no problem with my backbone or my knees because I bent my knees, look. But I can't even do it, even if I do it gently, look. That's too much of a job on my backbone. And I have had some people doing the plum blossoms move like that. That's the correct way, see? You're taking it with your suspension, but they're coming down like that. And of course, they're doing themselves a damage. So you must always bend your legs. You don't end up on your you don't do it balletic style. You still end up. All I'm saying is you end up on your foot flat. So it's going to put a slight little jolt up your backbone, which will help with things like your calcium build up in your bones and your osteoporosis and stuff. So, but you've got to take the jolt. See, there's the suspension when I've done it. So it's the same when you're going down with these. It's said when you do these low movements, by the way, it's going to be a move like that. That's as far as I can get to. It's said you do the move as far as you can get to just before you fall down. That's how you do the move. So that's how. So it must be difficult, and you must really feel it. So we're going to go from brush knee twist step. I'm just going to try and work my way into this. I'll just do one brush knee. you.